Coming up on this edition of SUTV News, a Spectrum article causes some confusion.
The Gold Star Marching Band has come a long way since they first started.
And in sports, football takes on the only team that beat them last year.
This is SUTV News, and it starts now.
Welcome to this Halloween edition of SUTV News. I'm Bryn Nelson.
And I'm Jared Maidenwald. A story written by the NDSU newspaper, The Spectrum, has caused some confusion and controversy on campus. The front page article appeared last Thursday titled Alcohol at the Dome. It was reported student government thought selling alcohol at the Dome would be beneficial to NDSU. After the article was published, some student government senators felt they were misrepresented. The Spectrum editor stands behind the story and believes it was a newsworthy topic to cover. Furthermore, they did not state that the resolution was discussed or passed by the student government as a whole.
Organization, so we definitely fully back the story.
Well, student government doesn't have an opinion on alcohol at the Fargodome. We have not put in any student resolutions. We've not really put together any legislation to take a stance on this. A few senators, including myself, have done is just done some research to see, if there's a better way to deal with alcohol regarding sporting events than what's been happening right now.
The Spectrum is willing to publish a clarification if requested by student government.
This weekend, student government voted to support the continuation of the Army ROTC program at NDSU. The resolution included facts about the ROTC and student government's reaction to the termination of the program. The ROTC is the primary training grounds for students planning to enter the Army, the National Guard, or Army Reserve. Since 1920, the program has performed as one of the top in the nation, with graduates placing in the top 20%. Also, many students are contracted by the military and face losing their scholarships or transferring to another school if NDSU loses its ROTC program.
It's very important to have a stance on paper supporting the program and its presence here at NDSU.
The ROTC program is scheduled to shut down at the end of the school year. Student government, however, has promised to make this a continuing lobbying goal.
Students who attended Mass on October 7th at St. Paul's Catholic Newman Center may have been exposed to hepatitis A. Bishop John Folda is believed to have contracted the disease while in Italy last month. Folda participated in communion at 5 churches in North Dakota before feeling ill and being diagnosed with the disease. Infected people will typically show signs within a month, but symptoms can take between 15 to 50 days to appear. If any exposed students experience tiredness, fever, loss of appetite, or abdominal pain, they are urged to see their doctor.
Students wondering what's happening on campus need only to check their emails to find out. Announcement listserv emails are sent out Sunday through Thursday to inform students of information related to student life. Organizations interested in promoting their events can send emails with information to ndsug.techcom@gmail.com by 5 p.m. the night before they want it released. Listserv's 14,000 emails are sent out by student government at 5 p.m. to avoid NDSU peak email hours. Students receive between 3 and 8 emails per day, but the number of messages a group can send out is limited. Some students find the messages irritating, but listserv has its benefits.
I don't mind the listserv emails. The only ones I dislike are the ones that I get for like join this fraternity or join this male sports club, because I can't do that.
We're pretty pleased with how it happens now. It's the most effective option that we can think of to get words out to the general student body.
All members of the NDSU student body are added to listserv for the semesters they are enrolled. To unsubscribe from the list, send an email to listserv@listserv.nodac.edu with the subject line, Sign Off NDSU Student Announce.
If you've ever been to a Bison football game, you've seen them. The Gold Star Marching Band has grown tremendously since they first started. We'll tell you more after this week's 7-day forecast.
The future is constantly unfolding. No one knows better than those preparing for it. Every week, NDSU's student-run television organization, the Bison Information Network, brings you SUTV News, with news about NDSU, the campus community, and current events affecting you. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14, Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.
Deeks Pizza. Prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
SUTV News is brought to you by Stop and Go. Stop and Go. We're always there.
If you've ever been to a Bison football game, you've seen them on the field before the start of the game, during halftime, and in the stands.
The Gold Star Marching Band has been performing for over 100 years. SUTV's Cassie Rolfing has more on this fixture at Bison football games.
A lot has changed in the Gold Star Marching Band since its start in the spring of 1903.
Well, it started as an ROTC unit, so it started off first as a part of that auxiliary, and just grew from there. And of course, we had the whole story of getting 3 gold stars in a row, and so that's where we finally got the name that stuck, the Gold Star Marching Band.
The band originally started with only 14 members and has grown tremendously, with about 175 members this year. But the size of the band isn't the only thing that has changed.
For the last 10-15 years, it's changed into much more of a like a core style. I think it has some of those elements, more modern equipment, the drum line, for example.
There are many different roles in the Gold Star Marching Band. One essential role is what is known as the drum major.
A drum major is the person in the front of the band who conducts. They have a lot of responsibility when it comes to different rehearsals. They're the ones that more or less motivate all the other members. They get everyone to do what is needed to be done.
And although there are only 3 drum major positions, the band manages to keep students interested in coming back anyway, despite the hours of practice and unpredictable weather, early mornings on game day, and the frustration of learning new music and drill.
I came back because it was fun the first year, and I really like band, and I made all of my friends here.
The season isn't over yet, and some first-year marchers for the Gold Star Marching Band already have decided that they want to return next fall.
Definitely going to do the bands next year and the year after that and the year until they kick me out. I will continue being in the bands.
Each member has their own reason for why they like being in the Gold Star Marching Band, but if someone were to ask why, there seems to be a common answer.
Probably the people. The people always make the band.
Probably all the people you meet. You meet a lot of different people.
Companionships that I've made with my fellow band members thus far.
And the rewarding thing is working with the students.
Cassie Rolfing reporting, SUTV News.
The Gold Star Marching Band practices Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and perform at every home football game.
4 departments at NDSU have access to a 3D printer, and another one is being added to the list. The NDSU Library is now getting some of their own. The NDSU Development Foundation awarded the Impact Grant to the NDSU Library in order for them to create a brand new lab consisting of 4 3D printers and a 3D scanner. The grant is awarded those who are working on a project to make a positive impact on the educational experience of all NDSU students. With this new lab, the library hopes to allow students to be more creative and expand on their ideas.
We're interested in having a place that's not just about going to study, going to find books, but also a place where students can be collaborative and to be creative using the latest technologies.
The library hopes to have the lab fully operational sometime next semester.
Those who live in North Dakota love it here. Recently, a study showed that safety and security are two of the reasons why. According to a farmers insurance study of hundreds of communities, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Bismarck were among the top 10 most secure cities in their categories. The study measured criteria including crime statistics, life expectancy, fatal car accidents, housing depreciation, foreclosures, and economic stability. Grand Forks and Bismarck ranked 9th and 3rd respectively for populations with less than 150,000, and Fargo ranked 6th for cities with populations between 150 and 500,000.
Writing papers in college can be difficult. What makes it more difficult is finding reliable sources. For students, it's important to question some sources and their reliability, especially one well-known website. SUTV's Kayla Reamer has the story.
Jimmy Wales, the founder of Wikipedia, originally warned students not to use it for academic use. Although it wasn't created for that reason, it is starting to become exactly that.
Well, look how easy this is. I mean, it's right there. And in my personal experience teaching, I do have students who use this the correct way, but then you have other students who will quote it in papers and stuff like that.
Most teachers don't allow students to use the site, but others have the opinion that Wikipedia has gotten more accurate over the last few years.
That's an answer that a lot of people don't like to hear. There actually have been legitimate scholarly studies that have compared Wikipedia with the Encyclopedia Britannica and showed that across the board, they were pretty much equivalent in trustworthiness.
Because of the increase in reliability of Wikipedia, many students use the site more often than not, but not necessarily for citing information.
We should definitely be allowed to use it because it has a really good summary, and basically if you're looking for a lot of different key aspects to your topic, it lists a whole lot of different things.
Wikipedia is not a reliable source for citing information, but is a very good place to start your research. The site offers many different links to lead you to other places for better research. Kayla Reamer reporting, SU TV News.
There are a massive 17 million articles on Wikipedia, with numbers increasing every day. Of those articles, 3.5 million of them are written in the English language.
Well, coming up after the break, Bison Athletics got involved in some Halloween festivities this past weekend. We'll tell you about that when we come back.
The future is constantly unfolding. No one knows better than those preparing for it. Every week, NDSU's student-run television organization, the Bison Information Network, brings you SUTV News, with news about NDSU, the campus community, and current events affecting you. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14, Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m.
Jitters is the NDSU Campus Community's coffee hub. Conveniently located right next to campus, Jitters Coffee has a wide range of amenities, including comfortable seating, Wi-Fi, and an assortment of beverages. Jitters is here to meet your needs, whether you're looking to relax and socialize or study in a rich, active environment. Be sure to make your way over for your morning brew, a bite at lunch, or for a break between classes. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Deeks Pizza, prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
NDSU TV News is a production of the Bison Information Network in conjunction with North Dakota State University's Department of Communication Broadcast Program. For more information, go to www.ndsubin.com.
Today is Halloween, but some are thinking much further ahead.
For about a month now, Christmas has been on many people's minds, but is it too early? SUTV's Bryn Nelson has the story.
Only 54 days separate us from Christmas. Some think it's too soon to celebrate, while others are ready for the holiday season to begin.
I think it's way too early. Thanksgiving hasn't started yet, so that's my rule of thumb.
Yeah, I don't skip holidays. I'm gonna wait till after Thanksgiving.
I've already started formulating ideas about what I want to get my friends, but I've already started listening to Christmas music, so yeah, I'm a big fan of Christmas starting early.
Some even have possible answers as to why the Christmas season starts so soon.
Thanksgiving is more like a family holiday, and it's really just about what you're thankful for, and it's not as big of a franchise. I mean, there's no gift giving, so I think it's normal that stores would overlook it.
For over a month now, Christmas commercials, like the Kmart layaway one, have been popping up on various stations, causing some concern.
No thanks. Thanksgiving again.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. I'd rather see Thanksgiving commercials on TV.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me because I'm a really big person about holidays and stuff, but it is very early.
Shopping for Christmas can be stressful and expensive. That's why many students start shopping early.
I start really early because otherwise I freak out about it around the holidays and I just feel like I don't have enough time.
Others have different reasons for starting early.
Right now the stores have a lot of sales going on, I guess, with Veterans Day coming up and stuff.
Whatever your opinion is, Christmas is coming and it's coming quick.
I don't think that the season can ever start too early. Christmas 365 days a year.
Bryn Nelson reporting, SU TV News.
The Christmas season typically begins the day after Thanksgiving. For those Christmas enthusiasts, this means there is only 26 more days until everyone can start celebrating.
There are many people making plans to celebrate tonight's scary holiday. This week for Sidewalk Stampede, we asked students what their favorite thing is to do on Halloween.
Well, Batman, what is your favorite thing about Halloween?
I think my favorite thing about Halloween is that I can dress up like this and go to work and not have people make fun of me.
My favorite part about Halloween would either be carving pumpkins or dressing up.
And what are you going to dress up for this year?
I am actually going to be a guy because my friend has a bow tie.
What is your favorite part about Halloween?
Halloween, I like all the costumes people wear, and it's creative.
Okay, and what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Waldo.
Waldo? Mm-hmm. That's right. You know what? You have the glasses for Waldo.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about Halloween?
Dressing up with the kids at work.
And are you dressing up this year?
I am.
What are you going to be?
An angel.
Very nice.
Trick-or-treating.
And are you going trick-or-treating this year?
Oh yeah.
What are you dressing up as?
A puppy.
A puppy? What kind of puppy?
A black one.
Okay.
All the free candy.
Are you dressing up this year for Halloween?
I'm thinking about it.
What are you thinking about being?
Hugh Hefner.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
The NDSU bookstore hosted a Halloween costume contest today where prizes were given for scariest, funniest, and best group costume. The contest started early this morning at 9 a.m. and ended at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Every contestant was asked to take a picture in his or her costume in order to determine the winners. Contestants' photos will be posted on the bookstore's Facebook page at the end of the day. Gift cards will be given to the winners of each category. This is the 15th year the bookstore has sponsored a Halloween costume contest at NDSU.
It's Halloween and Bison Athletics got involved in the festivities this past weekend with their annual Halloween Hoops and More party. Parents and children wore Halloween costumes and gathered at the Bison Sports Arena. Kids were able to play a variety of games ranging from soccer, football, beanbag toss, and much more to try and win candy. NDSU student athletes were there to help out with the games, and families had the opportunity to get autographs from the Bison men's and women's basketball teams and the Bison wrestling team.
It was a fun afternoon. There's a lot of kids, a lot of activity. There's a lot of candy being eaten and a lot of sugar, but it should be a really fun event from now until many, many more years to come.
Dorn estimates that this is the 25th year of the event. And Bryn, lucky us, joining us now, Sports Director Morgan Lubin.
It's good to see the basketball teams and wrestling team get in there on the Halloween festivities. It's good for the community and the kids. Speaking of the basketball teams, we'll take a look at them and the football team with sports after this.
Jitters is the NDSU Campus Communities Coffee Hub. Conveniently located right next to campus, Jitters Coffee has a wide range of amenities, including comfortable seating, Wi-Fi, and an assortment of beverages. Jitters is here to meet your needs, whether you're looking to relax and socialize or study in a rich, active environment. Be sure to make your way over for your morning brew, a bite at lunch, or for a break between classes. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Hey, I'm Mariah, and I'm at Bus because not only does it save me money, but with 20 different routes, it makes getting around Fargo much more convenient. I'm at Bus. Do you?
Deeks Pizza. Prices with the student in mind. Fast delivery and conveniently open until 3 a.m. Order by phone at 701-235-0708. Order online at deekspizza.com or order with Deeks' easy-to-use mobile app. NDSU. Make Deeks your choice for pizza this semester. That's Deeks. Great pizza that won't empty your pockets.
SUTV Sports is brought to you by Shields. Ready for your next big adventure? Welcome to Shields.
Welcome back. After several slow starts this season, Bison head coach Craig Bull wanted his team to explode out of the gate at Indiana State. They did just that against the only team that defeated them last year. Let's go out to Memorial Stadium now for the highlights. Bison going for their 16th straight road win. We'll pick it up early in the first. NDSU already leading. Colton Hegel is going to pick off Rob Tanyan Jr., take it 35 yards to the house. NDSU went up 14-0 at that point. Now early in the second quarter, Bison up 21-3. Brock Jensen is going to drop back and find a wide open Ryan Smith all by himself in the back corner of the end zone. Bison were up 28-3 at that point, one of Jensen's 4 touchdown passes. But the ensuing kickoff, Indiana State stripes back. It's Lamont Booker, 97-yard kickoff return right up the middle through the Bison kickoff return team. That was the lone touchdown for ISU, 28-10 at that point, but it was all Bison from there. The very next kick, guess who? Ryan Smith, 100-yard kick return for Ryan Smith. The Bison would go up 35-10 on this long kick return touchdown. That's the second return touchdown of the day. Here's the third. Let's listen to the voice of the Bison, to Scott Miller.
35 from the 2, and Stengler takes the snap, lined up nearly to the back of the end zone. The punt is bobbled and then picked up by Dudzik at the 45, 40 to the 30, left sideline at the 20, and he will gallop in at the 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Christian Dudzik. And everything is coming up green and yellow in the first half. It's 48-10.
The Bison would roll to a 56-10 victory behind Jensen's 4 passing touchdowns, and NDSU also had 4 return touchdowns on the day. The Bison are on a bye
But next week on November 9th, they will take on Illinois State. NDSU looking for its 12th straight conference win going into that game. Basketball season is just around the corner with the regular season opener for the NDSU men's team next Friday. The Bison begin the season at the top of the Summit League preseason poll and 7th in the College Insider Mid-Major poll. The Bison had an exhibition game last night against Concordia. Let's go out to the Bison Sports Arena. Taylor Braun, preseason Summit League Player of the Year. Let's pick it up early in the first. It was a big man, Marshall Bjorklund, getting the Bison going early. He puts it in with the left hand. He got off to a fast start, as did the Bison. The very next possession, Lawrence Alexander to Marshall Bjorklund. He finishes with the right hand. You can see why Bjorklund is an active leader in field goal percentage in Division I. The Bison defense created havoc as well. The lengthy Trayvon Wright with the swat on Matt Zimmerman. Concordia couldn't break the Bison defense. A minute later, fast break, Corey Brown, the alley-oop to Trayvon Wright for the two-hand jam. And here's another example, the Bison example of being explosive. Corey Brown couldn't finish, but Marshall Bjorklund was there to clean it up. The pig farmer from Minnesota had 22 points on the night to lead the Bison. It wouldn't be highlights without this man right here, Taylor Brown, with a silky smooth jumper. He had 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting on the night. The Bison would roll to a 98-49 win. Bjorklund 22 points on 11 of 12 shooting. His only miss was a shot attempt to beat the buzzer right before halftime. The women also played. They took on Minnesota Crookston in the Bison Sports Arena, and early in the second half with the Bison trailing by 4. It's going to be Marina Whittle, the sophomore from Australia. Little pump fake step back 3. That pulled the Bison within 1 at that point. Whittle had 7 points on the night. Later in the half, freshman Hannah Bresky with the jumper. All the freshmen played a key part as the Bison took the lead on that shot, but Crookston fires back. A nice three-pointer here by Alexa Tillman. Back and forth midway through the second they went, but the Bison would take the lead for good in transition. Marina Whittle will dribble up. She'll find Brooke Lamar. A no-look pass to Bresky. She had 9 points, and NDSU won 64-59. 3 Bison freshmen combined for 19 points. Another exhibition game Saturday at home versus Concordia for the Bison women before opening the season at home next Friday versus Mayville State. In volleyball news, the Bison picked up their 3rd win of the season and in the conference last week in defeating South Dakota State 3-0 in Brookings. NDSU has now swept SDSU for the 2nd time in 3 years and sits alone in 6th place in the Summit League. NDSU travels to South Dakota and Denver this weekend. In soccer, it was a tough weekend on the road for NDSU. The Bison fell to South Dakota State 1-0 on Friday before falling 2-1 to Denver on Sunday. NDSU now sits in 4th place in the Summit League with the top 4 making the conference tournament. The Bison will play the final regular season game on Friday versus Fort Wayne at home. If the Bison win, they will clinch a spot in the conference tournament in Fort Wayne, Indiana next weekend.
Well, thank you so much, Morgan, for all of that. Well, trick-or-treating isn't just for little kids. After the break, we'll show you how some college kids got to enjoy the fun.
Computers and other technology have become central components of modern university life. At NDSU, the Help Desk can assist students with many of their technology needs. So let's talk tech.
Staffed by both students and full-time employees, the NDSU Help Desk can be found in 3 locations on campus. The first is located downtown in Berry Hall 270, the second in the main library near the reference desk on the 1st floor, and the final and main help desk is located in IAC 150. In addition to on-location assistance, the Help Desk also offers support by phone at 701-231-8685, by email at ndsu.helpdesk@ndsu.edu, and by online live chat accessible on the Help Desk website. Help Desk consultants can assist with the setup and maintenance of NDSU online services including Blackboard, Student Office 365 accounts, your NDSU electronic ID, as well as your North Dakota University System Campus Connection account. Additionally, the Help Desk offers support connecting your computer to both the NDSU wireless networks and NDSU Go Print stations. Besides technical assistance, the Help Desk also provides large-scale printing services. Students can print posters up to 36 or 42 inches wide on high-quality glossy satin or matte finished papers. Finally, the NDSU Help Desk also provides an equipment checkout service at no cost to students. Equipment available for checkout includes laptops, digital camcorders and cameras, desktop speakers, audio recording equipment, and more. All equipment reservations are done online from the Help Desk website. For more information about Help Desk services, stop by one of the 3 locations or check out the Help Desk website, www.ndsu.edu/its-help_desk.
Halloween is here. NDSU students aren't forgetting about the children of our community. Yesterday, NDSU Residence Halls Association invited children all around the Fargodome area to trick-or-treat inside the halls. 8 different residents of NDSU campus opened their doors to welcome families that wanted to share the night with NDSU students. They organized the games and distributed candy to the children and also had the chance to put their costumes on a little bit early this year. Thank you for watching this edition of SUTV News.
Be sure to pick up a copy of The Spectrum and check us out on Facebook or Twitter.
Also visit us at ndsubin.com for your chance to win some Fargo Force tickets and a free t-shirt. Have a great night. Happy Halloween.